Across our extraordinary planet, a grand and complex drama unfolds every single moment. From the first rays of sunlight that sweep across the savannah, igniting the horizon in gold, to the cool shadows that linger beneath ancient trees, Earth pulses with life in every corner. Each dawn signals a new beginning, a fresh chapter in the ongoing story of survival and adaptation. It is the story of survival, a symphony of life played out in the rustle of leaves, the thunderous roar across the plains, and the silent ripple on a dark river. Every sound, every movement, is a note in nature's orchestra. The wind carries the scent of blooming flowers and the warning signals of prey. The ground vibrates with the footsteps of giants and the scurrying of the smallest creatures, each one attuned to the rhythms of their world. From the sun-scorched savannas of Africa, where herds of wildebeest and zebra migrate in search of water and fresh grass, to the dense, humid jungles of the Americas, where every inch teems with hidden life, and even in the frozen expanses of the far north, where polar bears roam the endless white, countless creatures live lives of astonishing ingenuity and resilience. In the oceans, coral reefs burst with color and movement, while in the deserts, life clings to existence with remarkable tenacity. Each one is a marvel of evolution, perfectly sculpted by its environment to hunt, to hide, to thrive, and to continue its lineage. The cheetah, the fastest land animal, relies on explosive speed to chase down prey, while the chameleon's shifting colors allow it to vanish into the leaves. Owls hunt in near silence, their feathers adapted for stealth, and bats navigate the night with sonar. The octopus, a master of disguise, can change both color and texture in an instant. Every adaptation is a testament to the relentless creativity of life. This is the wild kingdom, a world governed by ancient rules and breathtaking adaptations. Insects vanish against bark and leaves, birds weave elaborate nests to protect their young, and antelope rely on speed and agility to evade predators. Beavers engineer entire landscapes with their dams, while termites build towering mounds that regulate temperature and humidity. Even underwater, archerfish shoot down prey with jets of water, and dolphins coordinate in perfect harmony to corral schools of fish. The ingenuity of life knows no bounds. In this exploration, we shall journey into the heart of these untamed realms. We will push through tangled jungle undergrowth, soar above endless forests, and peer into the secret lives of creatures hidden beneath the canopy. Every habitat, from the highest mountain peak to the deepest riverbed, is a world unto itself, shaped by millions of years of evolution and the daily struggle for survival. We will witness the calculated patience of the leopard, a solitary hunter that moves like a whisper in the shadows. With every step it reads the wind, senses the vibrations of the earth, and waits for the perfect moment to strike. Its spotted coat breaks up its outline, making it nearly invisible in the dappled light. The leopard's life is a delicate balance of stealth, strength, and timing. We will feel the ground tremble beneath the feet of the mighty elephant, an ecosystem engineer that shapes the very land it walks upon. Elephants carve paths through forests, dig for water in dry riverbeds, and spread seeds that give rise to new life. Their social bonds are deep and complex, with matriarchs leading herds through memory and experience, and calves learning the ways of the wild from their elders. We will uncover the secrets of the jaguar, the phantom of the Amazon, whose power and stealth make it the undisputed ruler of its domain. Unlike any other big cat, the jaguar is an adept swimmer, gliding silently through rivers in pursuit of prey. Its bite is the strongest of all cats, capable of piercing turtle shells and crushing bones. The jaguar's presence is a sign of a healthy, thriving forest. And the poison dart frog, a living jewel whose vibrant colors carry a deadly warning. These tiny amphibians, no larger than a thumb, harbor potent toxins in their skin, a defense evolved over millennia. Their dazzling hues are a message to would-be predators. Beware. Yet, within their miniature world, They play a vital role, controlling insect populations and serving as indicators of environmental health. Each animal has a role to play, a unique part in the intricate web of life that connects every living thing, from the smallest insect to the largest predator. Ants build vast underground cities, eagles ride thermals high above the land, and zebras graze in tight-knit herds, ever watchful for danger. Wolves rely on teamwork to bring down prey, while fish and birds move in perfect synchrony, their movements a dance of survival. Bees, with their tireless work, ensure the pollination of countless plants sustaining entire ecosystems. The challenges these animals face are immense. Every day brings new tests of hunger, thirst, and the ever-present threat of danger. A single moment of inattention can mean the difference between life and death. The senses of these creatures are honed to perfection, alert to the faintest rustle or the subtlest shift in the wind. The daily struggle for food and water is a constant pressure, as is the ever-present threat of a rival or a predator. At the waterhole, every animal is both hunter and hunted. Crocodiles wait in ambush beneath the surface, while birds sound the alarm from above. The tall grass hides both opportunity and peril. A giraffe must risk everything for a drink of water, its long neck bent in a vulnerable bow. With every sip, it scans the horizon, knowing that predators may be lurking nearby. Its height, usually an advantage, becomes a liability in these moments, and the tension is palpable. A lion pride must work in perfect concert to bring down powerful prey, their success far from guaranteed. Each member has a role. Some drive the herd, others lie in wait. The hunt is a test of strategy, strength, and cooperation, and even the most skilled hunters often return empty-handed. These are the natural rhythms of existence, the delicate balance between life and death that has shaped these ecosystems for millennia. Every predator's victory is another's loss, and every death gives rise to new life. Scavengers clean the bones, and the rains bring fresh growth, continuing the eternal cycle. It is a world of both breathtaking beauty and stark reality, where every day is a test of strength, wit, and endurance. Storms sweep across the land, bringing both destruction and renewal. Rainbows arch over the plains, a fleeting promise of hope. In the darkness, eyes gleam with determination and the will to survive. The land itself is alive, shaped by the forces of wind, water, and time. Ancient trees stand as silent witnesses to the passage of centuries, their roots entwined with the stories of countless generations. Rivers carve new paths, and the soil teems with unseen life, from the tiniest microbes to the roots of towering giants. This is a planet alive, a world where every living thing is connected in a vast, intricate web. The migrations of herds shape the land, the flight of birds marks the changing seasons, and the smallest actions ripple outward, affecting all. Here, life is both fragile and fierce, vulnerable and enduring. In the hidden corners of the world, rare and mysterious creatures go about their lives, seldom seen but vital to the balance of their ecosystems. Snow leopards prowl the high mountains, pangolins shuffle through the undergrowth, and in the depths of the ocean, bioluminescent beings create their own light in the darkness. Each is a wonder, a testament to the diversity and resilience of life. As the sun rises once more, the cycle begins anew. Life awakens, stretching toward the light, ready to face the challenges and opportunities of another day. The wild kingdom endures, its symphony of survival echoing across the ages, a living testament to the power and beauty of our planet. In the vast, open grasslands of Africa, where the horizon stretches endlessly beneath a sky painted with shifting clouds, the art of the hunt is not just a skill. It's a way of life honed over millennia by the continent's most formidable predators. Among these, the lion, Panthera leo, stands as a symbol of power and majesty. The lion is unique among big cats, for it is the only one to live in complex social groups known as prides, where bonds are forged through grooming, play, and the shared responsibilities of survival. Prides are typically composed of related females, their cubs, and a coalition of males. This social structure allows lions to coordinate their efforts, enabling them to hunt prey that would be impossible for a solitary hunter to bring down. Together they stalk the vast herds of wildebeest, buffalo, and zebra that migrate across the plains, their movements synchronized with silent signals and subtle glances. The lionesses, sleek and muscular, are the pride's primary hunters. Their teamwork is a marvel of natural engineering. Each lioness knows her role, whether it's to drive the prey toward an ambush or to circle wide and cut off any escape. Using the tall golden grass as cover, they fan out in a crescent formation, moving with a grace and silence that belies their size. Every muscle is poised, every step calculated as they close in on their quarry. The final charge is a burst of raw power, a deadly ballet that ends in either triumph or empty bellies. Yet even for these apex predators, success is never guaranteed. The open plains offer little cover, and prey animals are vigilant, their senses honed by generations of predation. A lion pride's success rate hovers around 30%, a stark reminder of the relentless challenge of survival in this unforgiving land. The pride's dominant male, his mane thick and dark, is both guardian and symbol. His presence deters rival males, and his roar, a thunderous proclamation that echoes for miles, serves as a warning to all who would challenge his reign. He patrols the boundaries of the pride's territory, ever watchful for intruders. If the lion is the undisputed king of the plains, then the leopard, Pantheropardus, is its silent, elusive prince. The leopard is a creature of solitude, moving alone through the dappled light of the savannah and the dense thickets that fringe the grasslands. Unlike the social lion, the leopard is a master of stealth and patience. Its spotted coat blends seamlessly with the shifting shadows, allowing it to vanish from sight in an instant. Every movement is measured, every step a study in silence. The leopard is most active under the cover of darkness, when its extraordinary night vision gives it a decisive advantage. It glides through the night, eyes glowing with an inner fire, senses attuned to the faintest rustle or scent on the wind. With infinite patience, a leopard can wait for hours, motionless among the branches or in the undergrowth, until the perfect moment to strike presents itself. Its camouflage is so effective that even the sharpest eyes may overlook it, hidden in plain sight. When the time comes, the leopard's attack is a sudden explosion of speed and power. In a blur, it covers the distance to its prey, delivering a fatal bite with unerring precision. The hunt is over in seconds, a testament to the leopard's lethal efficiency, but perhaps the leopard's most astonishing feat is its strength. With powerful jaws and sinewy muscles, it can drag prey heavier than itself up into the safety of the trees, defying gravity and the ever-present threat of scavengers. High in the branches, the leopard dines in solitude, its meal safe from the prying eyes and powerful jaws of other predators. This arboreal larder is a testament to the leopard's ingenuity and adaptability. Yet, the relationship between lion and leopard is one of ancient rivalry. Both are formidable hunters, but their paths often cross in competition for territory and prey. Lions, with their strength in numbers, pose a significant threat to the solitary leopard. Encounters are tense and dangerous, with lions known to chase leopards away or even kill them to eliminate competition. In some regions, this rivalry is so intense that lions are responsible for nearly a quarter of all leopard deaths, a stark reminder of the harsh realities that govern life on the plains. This ever-present danger forces the leopard to be endlessly resourceful. It must hunt in different areas at different times and perfect the art of concealment, hiding its kills high in the treetops where only the most agile can follow. The presence of lions shapes every aspect of the leopard's existence, creating a dynamic of avoidance and competition that ripples through the ecosystem. Even smaller predators, like jackals and servals, must navigate this intricate web, waiting for their own chance to scavenge. or hunt. As the sun sets and the savannah is bathed in golden light, these two great cats, lion and leopard, stand as living testaments to the untamed beauty and relentless struggle of the African wild. The territories they roam are vast but not limitless. The boundaries of their domains are marked by scent and sound, by the echoes of roars and the silent passage of spotted shadows. Leopards, though masters of adaptation, have vanished from many of their historical ranges, their absence felt in the silence of once thriving territories. In several regions, leopards are now critically endangered, their future uncertain, their presence a fragile thread in the tapestry of the wild. The loss of these apex predators would send shockwaves through the ecosystem. Without them, herbivore populations would swell unchecked, the delicate balance of the grasslands would falter, and the very character of the savannah would be forever changed. Lions and leopards are not merely hunters. They are the regulators of life on the plains, shaping the world around them with every hunt, every chase, every silent step through the grass. Their continued presence ensures that the wild heart of Africa beats strong, that the untamed symphony of survival plays on, echoing across the endless grasslands beneath the boundless sky. The African landscape is not merely shaped by wind and rain, it is a living, breathing canvas, constantly moulded by the remarkable creatures that call it home. Every tree, every patch of grass, and every waterhole tells a story of survival, adaptation, and the intricate web of life that binds the savannah together. Among these living architects, the African elephant stands as a true titan. With their immense size and insatiable appetite, elephants are not just passive inhabitants, they are the master sculptors of their world. Each day, a single elephant can consume up to 300 pounds of vegetation, and in doing so, they break branches, uproot small trees, and trample thick undergrowth. The African elephant, the largest land animal on Earth, moves with a quiet authority across the plains. Herds travel vast distances in search of food and water, their movements shaping the very geography of the savannah. As they journey, they create trails that become highways for countless other animals, from antelope to warthogs. These gentle giants are ecosystem engineers, their daily activities profoundly altering the world around them. When elephants uproot trees, they open up the landscape, allowing sunlight to reach the ground and new grasses to flourish. This transformation creates a mosaic of habitats, supporting a dazzling array of life. As they move through the bush, elephants push over trees and clear dense thickets, creating open grasslands that become havens for grazing animals like zebras and wildebeest. In the wake of an elephant herd, the savannah is reborn, its diversity renewed. During the harsh dry season, when water is scarce and the rivers run dry, elephants reveal another facet of their ingenuity. Using their powerful tusks and sturdy feet, they dig deep into the parched earth of riverbeds, searching for hidden reserves of water. This act of determination and strength often means the difference between life and death for many creatures. The waterholes they create become vital oases, drawing in a multitude of thirsty animals. Zebras, antelope, warthogs, and even birds gather at these precious pools, their lives intertwined with the elephant's relentless quest for survival. In these moments, the savannah's interconnectedness is on full display, a testament to the elephant's role as a provider and protector. Another powerful force in the ecosystem is the hippopotamus, a creature whose placid appearance belies its immense influence. The hippo is a paradox, seemingly serene as it floats in the water, yet fiercely territorial and capable of astonishing feats of strength. Weighing over 3,300 pounds, the hippo spends its days submerged in rivers and lakes, its sensitive skin shielded from the relentless African sun. Beneath the surface, hippos form tight-knit groups, their social bonds reinforced by gentle nudges and low, rumbling calls that echo through the water. But as dusk falls, the hippos emerge from their aquatic refuge. Under the cover of darkness, they embark on nightly foraging expeditions, traveling miles across the floodplains to graze on lush grasses. A single hippo can consume up to 88 pounds of grass in one night, shaping the landscape with every mouthful. Their movements carve channels and pathways through riverbeds and wetlands, directing the flow of water and preventing stagnation. These hippo highways become lifelines for fish and amphibians, and their presence helps maintain the delicate balance of the aquatic ecosystem. Furthermore, the hippo's dung is a vital source of nutrients for the rivers and lakes. As they defecate in the water, clouds of organic matter drift downstream, feeding swarms of fish and invertebrates. This nutrient cycle supports a thriving food web, from tiny fish to the mighty crocodile and the elegant heron. The hippo is a living bridge between land and water, its daily routines connecting two worlds and sustaining life on both sides of the riverbank. Towering above the savannah, the giraffe is the world's tallest mammal and a master of the treetops. With their long, graceful necks, giraffes can reach leaves and shoots that are far beyond the grasp of any other herbivore. A giraffe's tongue, nearly 2 feet long and prehensile, deftly plucks tender leaves from the highest branches of acacia trees. Their browsing shapes the canopy, pruning the trees and encouraging new growth. In this way, giraffes act as gardeners, maintaining the health and diversity of the savanna's woodlands. This selective feeding prevents any single plant species from dominating, allowing a rich tapestry of flora to flourish. Where giraffes roam, the landscape is vibrant and ever-changing, a living testament to their gentle stewardship. Yet, for all their height and elegance, giraffes face unique challenges. Drinking water is a perilous task, requiring them to approach waterholes with great caution. To reach the water's surface, a giraffe must splay its long legs and bend its neck in an awkward, vulnerable posture. In this moment, the giraffe is exposed, its keen eyes scanning for danger as it drinks. To mitigate this risk, giraffes often drink in groups. While some lower their heads to drink, others remain vigilant, scanning the horizon for lurking predators. This remarkable cooperation is a testament to their intelligence and adaptability. These magnificent architects, elephants, hippos, and giraffes, each play a vital role in maintaining the balance of the savannah. Their actions ripple through the ecosystem, shaping the land, the water, and the very fabric of life itself. Elephant populations have faced dramatic declines, their numbers falling by 70% since the 1960s. The loss of these giants would leave a void in the landscape, altering the savannah in ways we are only beginning to understand. The black rhino, another key browser, is a rare and elusive presence. With its keen senses and solitary nature, the black rhino shapes the bush, by feeding on shrubs and small trees, helping to maintain the delicate balance between grassland and woodland. Hippo populations, too, are vulnerable. As rivers and wetlands change, the hippo's world shrinks, and the intricate web of life they support is threatened. Protecting these mega herbivores is not just about saving a single species. It is about preserving the very structure and function of the African ecosystem. Their presence ensures that the savannah remains a place of abundance, diversity, and wonder. Without its engineers, the savannah itself would begin to unravel. The grasslands would vanish, the waterholes would dry up, and the vibrant chorus of life would fade into silence. The story of the savannah is the story of its architects, creatures whose every step, every meal, and every journey shapes the wild kingdom for generations to come. In the grand theatre of the wild, every creature plays a part, but few are as vital and misunderstood as the scavengers, the hyenas and vultures. Their presence is a testament to the intricate balance of life and death that sustains the savannah. The spotted hyena, with its powerful build and keen senses, is often mischaracterized as a mere scavenger. In reality, it is a highly intelligent and adaptable predator, perfectly suited to the challenges of the African plains. Modern research has revealed that hyenas are responsible for hunting up to 95% of their own food. Their hunting strategies are complex, involving coordinated teamwork and silent communication as they pursue prey across the open grasslands. Unlike the swift cheetah or the ambush-driven lion, hyenas are endurance hunters. They rely on stamina, chasing their quarry for miles, gradually wearing it down until it can run no more. This relentless pursuit is a test of both physical and mental endurance. Hyenas live in large, complex social groups known as clans, which can number up to 80 individuals. These clans are matriarchal, led by a dominant female whose authority is absolute. Social bonds are maintained through grooming, vocalizations, and intricate displays of submission and dominance. The famous laugh of the hyena is a sophisticated form of communication. Each vocalization carries information about the individual's age, rank, and emotional state, allowing clan members to coordinate hunts, defend territory, and reinforce social hierarchies. While hyenas are skilled hunters, their role as scavengers is equally crucial. They are often the first to arrive at a carcass, using their acute sense of smell to locate remains from miles away. Possessing the most powerful jaws of any terrestrial mammal, hyenas can crush and consume bones that other predators leave behind. Their teeth and jaw muscles are specially adapted to break through even the toughest material, extracting every last bit of nutrition. This remarkable ability ensures that nothing is wasted. Hyenas leave behind only the most indigestible fragments, efficiently recycling nutrients back into the ecosystem. By swiftly removing carcasses from the landscape, hyenas prevent the buildup of decaying matter. This natural sanitation service is vital for maintaining the health of the savanna, as it limits the spread of disease among wildlife. Their digestive systems are marvels of evolution, capable of neutralizing dangerous bacteria and toxins. Hyenas can safely consume meat that would be lethal to most other animals, making them the ultimate recyclers of the wild. In this dual role as both hunter and housekeeper, the hyena is a keystone species, maintaining the delicate balance between life and death on the savanna. High above, the vulture surveys the land with unmatched vision. These aerial sentinels are the first to spot the telltale signs of a meal, their sharp eyes scanning for the slightest movement or glint of flesh. Vultures possess eyesight that is 3 to 4 times sharper than that of a human. From thousands of feet in the air, they can detect the smallest details, allowing them to locate food sources across vast distances. When a vulture descends, it signals to others that a feast awaits. Within moments, dozens of vultures may gather, each drawn by the promise of sustenance and the opportunity to fulfill their ecological role. Every aspect of the vulture's anatomy is designed for efficiency. Their broad wings allow for effortless soaring, while their keen eyesight and acute sense of smell guide them unerringly to their next meal. Their featherless heads and necks are a unique adaptation, allowing them to feed deep within carcasses without soiling their feathers. This keeps them clean and reduces the risk of infection. The vulture's hooked beak is perfectly suited for tearing through tough hides and sinew. Their stomach acids are among the most potent in the animal kingdom, capable of dissolving even the most dangerous pathogens, including anthrax and botulinum toxin. Together, hyenas and vultures form a seamless partnership. While hyenas break open carcasses and consume the bones, vultures clean up the remaining flesh, ensuring that every part of the animal is returned to the earth. This collaboration is nature's rapid response team. In a matter of hours, a carcass that could have become a source of disease is reduced to nothing. The nutrients recycled and the savanna left pristine. Without these scavengers, the landscape would be littered with decaying remains. Disease would spread unchecked, threatening the health of herbivores and predators alike, and the delicate balance of the ecosystem would collapse. The presence of thriving hyena and vulture populations is a sign of a healthy ecosystem. Their tireless work ensures that the cycle of life continues, unbroken and pure, across the endless plains of the wild kingdom. Beyond the open plains, where the golden grasses give way to tangled thickets and shadowy groves, lies the dense African bush, a world of secrets and survival. Along the winding riverbanks, where the morning mist clings to the water's edge, dwell some of Africa's most formidable and enigmatic creatures, beings whose presence shapes the very fabric of this wild domain. The Nile crocodile, armoured in ancient scales, is a living relic from a prehistoric era. Its lineage stretches back over 200 million years, making it one of the oldest surviving predators on Earth. With a body built for stealth and power, the crocodile is a master of patience and ambush, lying motionless for hours, its eyes and nostrils just above the water's surface, blending seamlessly with the muddy banks. In these murky waterholes, a large crocodile can remain nearly invisible, waiting for days or even weeks for the perfect moment when an unsuspecting animal approaches to drink. When opportunity strikes, the crocodile explodes from the water with astonishing speed, seizing its prey in powerful jaws and dragging it beneath the surface. The infamous death roll of violent spinning motion ensures the victim's swift demise. Its hunting success depends not on pursuit but on silence, camouflage, and the element of surprise. In the world of the crocodile, patience is the ultimate weapon. Roaming the tangled thickets is another giant, the black rhinoceros. With its massive frame and two formidable horns, the black rhino is both a symbol of strength and a creature of mystery. Unlike its grazing relatives, the black rhino is a browser, expertly using its prehensile upper lip to pluck leaves, twigs, and shoots from thorny bushes. This adaptation allows it to feed on a wide variety of tough, woody plants that few others can digest. Remarkably, the black rhino is not bound to a single water source. It can survive for days without drinking, extracting vital moisture from succulent plants and dew-laden leaves, a crucial advantage in the arid bush. When water is found, the rhino indulges in wallowing, coating its thick, sensitive skin in a layer of mud. This natural armor shields it from the relentless sun and biting insects, providing both comfort and protection. Though its eyesight is poor, the black rhino's world is defined by scent and sound. Its large, swiveling ears and acute sense of smell allow it to detect the faintest hint of danger or opportunity in the dense undergrowth. Fiercely territorial and unpredictable, the black rhino will not hesitate to charge at perceived threats, kicking up dust as it defends its domain with raw power and determination. As dusk falls, another giant emerges from the water, the hippopotamus. Though often seen as a placid river dweller, the hippo reveals a different side on land, where its true nature is unveiled. With jaws capable of opening nearly 180 degrees and tusks that can grow over half a meter long, the hippo is one of Africa's most dangerous animals, commanding respect from all who share its territory. During the dry season, as waterholes shrink, male hippos become fiercely territorial. Violent clashes erupt, with bulls battling for dominance and access to precious space, their massive bodies colliding in thunderous displays of strength. To mark their territory, hippos use a unique method, flicking their tails while defecating, scattering dung across the landscape as a bold warning to rivals. By night, hippos leave the safety of the water, travelling in single file for miles across the savannah in search of fresh grazing. These nocturnal journeys are fraught with danger, as the giants navigate a world of hidden threats. Sometimes their paths cross with the bush's most formidable predators, lions lurking in the darkness, ever watchful for an opportunity. The hippo's size and aggression are its only defences in these tense encounters. The survival of these giants and ghosts is a delicate balance, their fates intertwined with the rhythms of the land and the cycles of drought and abundance. The black rhino, once abundant, now wanders the bush in ever-dwindling numbers, its horns a double-edged sword, symbols of power, yet the cause of its peril. Hippos, too, face mounting challenges as their watery refuges shrink and the boundaries of their world grow ever tighter. Even the resilient Nile crocodile is not immune to change. Pollution and the loss of nesting sites threaten the next generation, testing the adaptability of this ancient survivor. In the heart of the bush, the struggle for existence continues, shaped by the timeless forces of nature, competition, adaptation, and the relentless quest for survival. Should these giants and ghosts vanish, the African wilderness would lose not only its most powerful voices, but also the ancient stories written in every track and shadow, a silence that would echo for generations. Across the Atlantic, the Americas stretch from the lush rainforests of the south to the icy tundra of the north, each region home to its own legendary rulers, creatures whose lives are woven into the very fabric of these wild places. In the dense emerald heart of South America, the jaguar, Panthera onca, moves with silent authority. Revered for centuries, this elusive cat is the largest feline in the Americas, its presence a symbol of power and mystery. The jaguar's rosette-patterned coat is more than beautiful. It is a masterstroke of evolution, allowing the cat to vanish into the shifting shadows of forest and wetland. With each step, it becomes a ghost, unseen by both prey and rival. Unlike its relatives in Africa and Asia, the jaguar has developed a hunting technique all its own. It stalks with patience, muscles coiled, eyes locked on its quarry, waiting for the perfect moment to strike. When the time comes, the jaguar's jaws deliver a single, lethal bite, crushing the skull of its prey with astonishing force. Its canine teeth, among the strongest in the animal kingdom, can pierce bone and shell alike, making it a formidable hunter of both mammals and armored reptiles. The jaguar is not bound to the land. It is a powerful swimmer, gliding through rivers with ease, its body built for both stealth and strength. Few predators are as comfortable in water, and fewer still can match its versatility. In the wetlands, the jaguar's menu expands. It hunts capybaras, the world's largest rodents, and caimans, whose armored hides are no match for its crushing bite. Even turtles, protected by their shells, fall prey to this relentless hunter. The jaguar's diet is a testament to its adaptability. Over 80 species fall within its reach, from deer and peccaries to birds, fish, and reptiles. This diversity ensures its survival in a landscape that is ever-changing. As the apex predator, the jaguar shapes its world. By controlling populations of herbivores and smaller predators, it maintains the delicate balance of the rainforest, ensuring that no single species dominates and that the ecosystem thrives. The health of the rainforest is reflected in the jaguar's domain. Where the jaguar roams, the forest flourishes, teeming with life from the forest floor to the canopy above. Solitary by nature, the jaguar is a silent guardian, patrolling vast territories that can span hundreds of square kilometers. Each step is a reminder of its role as both hunter and protector. Far to the north, where the world turns white and the air bites with cold, another master reigns, the polar bear, lord of the Arctic ice. The polar bear is a giant among carnivores, perfectly adapted to a world of snow and silence. Its massive frame and thick fur shield it from the relentless cold, while its keen senses guide it across the frozen expanse. Beneath its creamy fur lies a dense layer of blubber, a vital reserve that insulates against the chill and provides energy during the long, food-scarce months. Each hair is hollow, trapping warmth and repelling water after icy swims. Its paws are broad and furred, acting as natural snowshoes that spread its weight and prevent it from sinking into the snow. The rough pads and tiny papillae give it grip on the slickest ice, allowing it to roam for miles in search of food. The polar bear's sense of smell is legendary. It can detect a seal nearly 20 miles away, or hidden beneath several feet of compacted snow. This extraordinary ability is the key to its survival in a land where prey is scarce and scattered. Patient and cunning, the polar bear will wait for hours beside a seal's breathing hole, motionless as a statue, until the moment comes to strike. With a single, swift movement, it seizes its prey, sustaining itself in this frozen wilderness. Both the jaguar and the polar bear are supreme survivors, each perfectly attuned to their environment. Their stories are written in the landscapes they rule, one in the emerald shadows of the rainforest, the other on the endless white of the Arctic. The jaguar's world is a labyrinth of green, alive with the calls of birds and the rustle of unseen creatures. The polar bear's realm is a kingdom of silence, broken only by the wind and the distant crack of shifting ice. Both predators rest between hunts, conserving energy for the next challenge. The jaguar basks in a sunlit clearing, while the polar bear soaks in the pale glow of the Arctic sun, each a master of its domain. Their legacies are carried forward by their young. Jaguar cubs learn to stalk and pounce in the safety of the forest, while polar bear cubs follow their mother across the ice, learning the secrets of survival in a world of extremes. These wild kingdoms, vibrant and untamed, are shaped by their greatest hunters. The jaguar and the polar bear, each a living testament to the power, beauty, and resilience of the American wilderness. In the heart of the jungle and on the edge of the ice, these masters endure, their stories echoing through the wild places they call home. Deep within the emerald embrace of Central and South America, the neotropical rainforests stretch as far as the eye can see, a living tapestry woven from countless shades of green, shrouded in mist and alive with the pulse of life. These forests are not merely collections of trees, but vibrant, breathing worlds, each layer teeming with creatures that defy imagination. Here the air is thick with the scent of damp earth and blooming orchids, and the symphony of life is a constant, ever-changing chorus. Among the most dazzling inhabitants of this realm is the poison dart frog, a jewel of the forest floor. These tiny amphibians, no larger than a thumb, are living masterpieces, their skin painted in electric blues, fiery reds and brilliant yellows. Their vivid colors are not meant to blend in, but to stand out, a bold proclamation to the world that they are not to be trifled with. Each hue is a warning, a living signpost that says, danger lies within. The secret to their survival lies in their skin, which glistens with potent toxins. Some species possess enough poison to fell a predator many times their size, making them among the most formidable defenders in the animal kingdom. Yet, the frog itself is not the architect of this chemical arsenal. Its power is borrowed, not born. By feasting on a select menu of rainforest ants, mites, and termites, the poison dart frog gathers the raw ingredients for its toxins. Each meal is a step in a delicate alchemy, transforming the bounty of the forest into a shield of chemical defense. Remove the frog from its wild home, and the magic fades. Without its specialized diet, the frog becomes harmless, its colors now a beautiful but empty threat. High above, in the tangled lattice of branches, another marvel prowls, the margay, a feline phantom cloaked in dappled shadows. With eyes that pierce the darkness and a coat that melts into the foliage, the margay is a master of stealth and surprise. This small, nocturnal wildcat moves with a grace that borders on the supernatural, leaping from branch to branch, scaling trunks with effortless agility. Its ankles possess a rare gift, the ability to rotate 180 degrees. This adaptation allows the margay to descend trees head first, a feat few mammals can match, and to hunt in the vertical world of the canopy. But the margay's most astonishing weapon is not its claws or its agility, but its voice. In the hush of night, it becomes a mimic, weaving deception with sound. Scientists have witnessed the margay imitating the plaintive cries of the pied tamarin monkey, a favorite prey. The cat's call is so convincing that it can draw curious monkeys closer, lured by the sound of what they believe is a lost infant. Hidden in the shadows, the margay waits, every muscle coiled, as the monkeys approach, their concern turning to alarm too late. This is a predator, that hunts not just with strength, but with cunning and guile. Such intelligence reveals a mind attuned to the rhythms of the forest, a creature that understands not only its own needs, but the behaviors and vulnerabilities of those around it. Along the winding rivers, another wonder basks in the sun, the capybara, the world's largest rodent. With their gentle eyes and placid demeanor, capybaras are the embodiment of tranquility. These semi-aquatic giants live in tight-knit family groups, their bonds forged by constant companionship. They rest together on the muddy banks, their bodies pressed close, sharing warmth and security. So untroubled are the capybaras that other animals, from birds to monkeys, often use them as living perches, finding safety atop their broad backs. Yet beneath this calm exterior lies a remarkable adaptation. Capybaras practice coprophagy, consuming their own feces. This seemingly odd behavior is a vital part of their survival. By passing their food through their digestive system twice, capybaras extract every possible nutrient from the tough, fibrous plants that make up their diet, turning the ordinary act of grazing into a marvel of efficiency. This unique strategy is the secret to their thriving existence in a world where resources can be scarce and competition fierce. Yet, the intricate web that supports these extraordinary lives is fragile. The Neotropics, for all their abundance, are under siege, their ancient rhythms disrupted by forces that threaten to unravel the very fabric of the forest. The Darien Gap, a vital bridge between continents and a sanctuary for countless species, is shrinking. The scars of deforestation and mining cut deep, fragmenting habitats and silencing the songs of the wild. Rivers, once lifelines of the forest, now run tainted with mercury and silt, their waters poisoning the chain of life from the smallest fish to the mightiest jaguar and the gentle capybara. The poison dart frog, so dependent on the delicate balance of its microhabitat and the presence of its insect prey, is especially vulnerable. Even the smallest change can spell disaster for these living gems. The wonders of the Neotropics are the result of millions of years of evolution, a testament to nature's creativity and resilience. To ensure that these marvels endure, the intricate web of life must remain unbroken, allowing the bizarre, the beautiful, and the extraordinary to continue their untamed symphony beneath the emerald canopy. In the extreme environment of the Arctic, where temperatures can plunge below -40 degrees Celsius and the sun may disappear for months at a time, life exists on a knife's edge. Here, every creature is a living testament to the power of adaptation, each uniquely equipped to endure the relentless cold, fierce winds, and scarcity of food that define this frozen wilderness. The Atlantic puffin, with its striking, comical beak painted in vivid hues of orange, yellow, and blue, is a remarkable survivor of the cold northern seas. Its compact, waterproof plumage insulates it against icy winds and frigid waters, while its short wings are perfectly adapted for both flying above the waves and propelling itself underwater. Puffins spend the majority of their lives far from land, braving the open ocean, where they feed on small fish and marine invertebrates. When the brief Arctic summer arrives, they return to rugged coastal cliffs, excavating burrows in the soft earth or using natural crevices to lay their single egg, safe from predators and the elements. During the breeding season, puffins engage in elaborate courtship rituals, gently tapping their beaks together in a display known as billing. The vibrant colors of their beaks, which intensify in the spring, play a crucial role in attracting mates and signaling health and vitality. After the breeding season, the puffin's colorful beak plates are shed, revealing a smaller, duller bill for the winter months. Their plumage also becomes darker and less conspicuous, providing camouflage against the stormy seas and overcast skies. Puffins are expert divers, using their wings like flippers to fly underwater in pursuit of prey. They can dive to depths of over 60 meters, holding their breath for up to a minute as they chase sand eels, herring, and capelin, often returning to the surface with a beakful of fish. Deep within the snow-laden forests of the Arctic, the Eurasian lynx prowls in near silence. This elusive feline is a master of stealth, its thick, spotted coat blending seamlessly with the dappled shadows and snowdrifts of its woodland home. The lynx is instantly recognizable by its tufted ears, which enhance its acute hearing, and its short, stubby tail. Its most vital adaptation, however, is its enormous fur-padded paws, which act as natural snowshoes, distributing its weight and allowing it to move effortlessly across deep, powdery snow. These specialized paws enable the lynx to stalk its prey with ghostly silence, leaving only faint imprints in the snow as evidence of its passage. The lynx can travel great distances in search of food, often covering territories that span hundreds of square kilometers. Its primary prey are snowshoe hares and small deer, which it ambushes with explosive bursts of speed. The lynx's keen eyesight allows it to spot even the slightest movement against the white landscape, giving it a crucial advantage during the long, harsh winter. Solitary by nature, the lynx is rarely seen, its presence betrayed only by the delicate tracks it leaves behind. These silent hunters are vital to the balance of the Arctic ecosystem, controlling populations of herbivores and maintaining the health of the forest. Beneath the frozen surface of Arctic lakes and seas, a hidden world thrives. Fish here have evolved extraordinary adaptations to survive in water that remains just above freezing for much of the year. The Atlantic wolffish, with its formidable jaw lined with conical and molar-like teeth, is a top predator of the icy depths. Its powerful bite allows it to crush the hard shells of crabs, sea urchins, and other armored prey that inhabit the rocky seabed. The wolffish is perfectly at home in water temperatures that would be fatal to most other fish species. Its elongated, eel-like body and strong pectoral fins help it navigate the cold, turbulent currents of the Arctic Ocean. One of the wolffish's most remarkable adaptations is the presence of antifreeze proteins in its blood. These proteins prevent the formation of ice crystals, allowing the fish to remain active even when the surrounding water is close to the freezing point. The antifreeze proteins work by binding to tiny ice crystals as they form, stopping them from growing and ensuring that the wolffish's blood remains liquid. This adaptation is essential for survival in the Arctic's sub-zero waters, where even a brief freeze could be deadly. Thanks to these unique proteins, the wolffish can hunt year-round, patrolling the rocky seabed for prey and playing a crucial role in the Arctic marine food web. The Arctic is a land of constant change, shaped by the ebb and flow of ice and the shifting of seasons. The melting of sea ice and the retreat of glaciers are transforming the landscape, altering the delicate balance that has allowed these species to thrive for millennia. As sea ice diminishes, the polar bear's hunting grounds shrink, making it harder to catch seals. Puffins, too, face new challenges as warming waters drive their prey farther from traditional breeding sites, forcing them to travel greater distances in search of food. The lynx must adapt to unpredictable snow patterns, which can affect its ability to hunt and move efficiently. Changes in snow cover may also influence the abundance and distribution of its prey, adding further uncertainty to its survival. Even in this remote wilderness, pollutants carried by wind and ocean currents accumulate, entering the Arctic food chain and impacting the health of its inhabitants. Toxins can build up in the bodies of top predators, threatening the delicate balance of life. The Arctic remains one of the planet's last great wildernesses, a realm of breathtaking beauty and extraordinary resilience. Its survival depends on the continued strength and adaptability of its wildlife, each species playing a vital role in the intricate web of life. The fate of these incredible survivors is intertwined with the fate of the frozen world they call home. Only through the enduring power of adaptation can they continue to thrive in the face of an ever-changing Arctic, where every day is a testament to the untamed symphony of survival. As we draw back from our journey through the wild kingdom, from the thundering herds of Africa to the silent hunters of the Arctic, one truth becomes overwhelmingly clear. Our planet is a vast living tapestry, woven from the countless threads of animal life, each one essential, each one irreplaceable. Every animal, no matter how large or small, plays a vital role in the health and balance of its ecosystem. The bee, with its delicate dance among flowers, ensures the renewal of forests and meadows. The wolf, moving silently through the shadows, keeps herds strong and landscapes healthy. The elephant, with its immense strength and wisdom, carves out waterholes in the parched earth, creating oases that sustain countless lives through the dry season. The vulture, soaring high above the plains, cleanses the land, transforming death into renewal and keeping disease at bay. The jaguar, silent and powerful, regulates the populations of the forest, ensuring that no single species overwhelms the delicate balance of life. Even the humble leafcutter ant, tireless and organized, cultivates a living garden beneath the soil, feeding its colony and enriching the earth above. Each of these creatures is a thread in the intricate web of life. To remove one is to risk unraveling the entire masterpiece, for the wild is a symphony where every note matters. For millennia, this symphony has played out across the changing seasons, through ancient forests and endless plains, in the icy silence of the poles and the humid depths of the rainforest. Yet now, the wild faces its greatest challenge. The harmony that has endured for ages is threatened by forces that disrupt, fragment, and silence the chorus of life. Forests once teeming with life are reduced to barren ground, their green canopies vanishing, their inhabitants left searching for shelter and sustenance. Glaciers melt, rivers choke with pollution, and the air grows heavy with the residue of change. The world's wild places shrink, and with them, the future of their inhabitants. Oil stains the water, silent traps claim the unwary, and the remains of the fallen speak of a world out of balance. The eyes of the wild reflect loss and uncertainty as habitats are damaged and ancient territories vanish. The jaguar's forest recedes, its hunting grounds replaced by emptiness. The polar bear's ice thins and drifts, its world dissolving beneath its paws. The rhino, ancient and noble, stands on the edge of existence, its kind diminished by relentless pursuit. Across the wild kingdom, the natural order is disrupted, the balance teetering on the brink. The wild is pushed to the margins, its voice growing fainter with each passing day. The animals watch, silent witnesses to the changes that sweep across their world. Yet, even in the face of adversity, the wild endures. New shoots rise from scorched earth, and animals return to places once lost. Herds move across restored grasslands, birds nest in regrown forests, and the ancient rhythms of migration and renewal continue. In every corner of the earth, the wild kingdom demonstrates resilience, adapting and persisting, its creatures bound together in a web of mutual dependence. Elephants lead their young to water, wolves teach their pups the secrets of the hunt, and birds nurture their chicks in the safety of the nest. In the oceans, coral reefs pulse with color and life, fish clean their symbiotic partners, and sea turtles glide through crystalline waters. Rain falls on parched land, seeds sprout, and animals drink from streams newly filled with life-giving water. Forest canopies close overhead, sheltering the creatures below, while insects pollinate the flowers that will become the next generation of trees. Monarch butterflies journey across continents, salmon leap upstream to spawn, and caribou cross the tundra in ancient migrations. The balance of predator and prey, the intricate food webs, and the cycles of birth and death are the foundation of the wild's enduring strength. Every return to the wild, every life reclaimed, is a note in the ongoing symphony of survival. The leopard in its tree, surveying the golden savannah, is a guardian of the wild's secrets. The puffin on its windswept cliff, tending its nest, is a symbol of resilience and hope. The poison dart frog, hidden among emerald leaves, is a reminder of the wonders that thrive in the shadows. The herds that move across open plains, the flocks that fill the sky, and the schools that swirl in the sea are all bound by the same fate. Their future is inseparable from the health of the wild places they call home. They are not distant or separate. They are our fellow travelers on this planet, each one a vital part of the whole. To protect them is to protect the very systems that sustain all life, for the wild is the beating heart of the earth. It is our shared responsibility, one that transcends borders and generations, to ensure that the untamed symphony of survival continues to play, echoing through the forests, across the plains, and beneath the waves for all time. Beneath the emerald roof of the rainforest, in a world where sunlight filters through a million leaves, a hidden kingdom thrives. Here, the true architects of the jungle are not the towering trees or the colourful birds, but the tiny, tireless insects that work unseen in the shadows. They are the pulse of the rainforest, their lives woven into every root, every trunk, every drop of dew. In the damp undergrowth, armies of leaf-cutter ants march in endless lines, each carrying a fragment of green, their jaws sharp, their purpose unwavering. With military precision they harvest leaves not for food, but to cultivate vast underground gardens of fungus, a partnership millions of years in the making. Their tunnels aerate the soil, their waste enriches it, and their ceaseless labour sustains the very trees that shelter them. Nearby, termites raise cathedrals of clay and saliva, their mounds towering above the forest floor. Within these walls, millions cooperate in perfect harmony, builders, soldiers, workers and queens, all guided by chemical trails and ancient instinct. Their construction cools the earth and recycles dead wood, ensuring that nothing in the rainforest is ever wasted. On a sunlit branch, jewel-toned beetles shimmer like living gems, their shells reflecting the dappled light. Some feed on decaying wood, transforming fallen giants into fertile ground. Others pollinate the rarest flowers, bridging the gap between generations of towering trees. Butterflies and moths, with wings painted in every colour of the spectrum, drift from blossom to blossom. Their delicate touch transfers pollen, enabling the birth of fruit and seed, feeding monkeys, birds, and the forest itself. At night, fireflies ignite the darkness, their synchronized flashes a silent conversation, a language of light that signals hope and renewal. High above, assassin bugs and praying mantises wait in ambush, their movements precise and patient. Below, beetles and wasps wage silent battles, their lives brief but vital. Even the smallest creatures, the springtails, the mites, the ants, play their part in breaking down leaf litter, cycling nutrients, and keeping the forest alive. Insects are the silent engineers of the rainforest, their invisible labours shaping every layer, from the tangled roots to the highest canopy. They are pollinators, decomposers, builders and warriors, their lives interwoven with every plant and animal. Without them, the rainforest's brilliance would fade, its ancient rhythms silenced. In this web of life, every fluttering wing, every patient crawl is a thread holding the rainforest together. The story of the jungle is written not just in the roar of the jaguar or the flight of the harpy eagle, but in the tireless work of its smallest inhabitants. Their presence is the heartbeat of the wild, a reminder that even the most delicate life can shape the fate of worlds. Far below the reach of sunlight, past the sapphire glow of the shallows and the emerald forests of kelp, lies a realm untouched by day or night, a world known as the Midnight Zone. Here, in the crushing darkness of the deep sea, life unfolds in ways stranger than imagination. This is the abyss, where pressure mounts to thousands of times that at the surface, and temperatures hover just above freezing. Yet even in this eternal night, the ocean teems with secrets. A slow ballet of bioluminescent creatures drifts through the blackness. Lanternfish glide in glittering shoals, their bodies freckled with glowing spots. Tiny lanterns that signal to kin and confound lurking predators. Above them, siphonophores stretch for meters, delicate chains of living links, each segment a specialist, together forming one of the longest animals on Earth. Their tendrils pulse with blue and green light, mesmerizing prey before drawing them into a silent embrace. On the muddy seafloor, ghostly octopuses unfurl their arms, their skin shifting from pearly white to inky black in a silent, wordless language. Nearby, the gulper eel drifts with jaws unhinged, its mouth alone large enough to swallow prey half its size, its body trailing like a ribbon in the current. With each slow beat of its heart, the eel's own light flickers, a lure in the emptiness. Between hydrothermal vents, where water scalds and chemicals swirl, life blooms in a riot of forms. Giant tube worms, crimson plumes waving, anchor themselves to the rocks. They have no mouths or stomachs. Instead, they host colonies of bacteria within, turning toxic minerals into sustenance. Blind shrimp cluster in the warmth, while squat lobsters scuttle across mineral towers, their claws poised in perpetual readiness. Above, the vampire squid floats, its webbed arms trailing like a cloak, eyes aglow with the faintest red, perfect for seeing in the dimmest light. Unlike its name suggests, it is a gentle drifter, feeding on marine snow, the endless rain of organic debris that falls from the world above. Every creature here is a masterpiece of adaptation. Some, like the anglerfish, dangle luminous lures from their heads, tempting the unwary into jaws lined with needle teeth. Others, like the glass squid, are nearly invisible, their bodies transparent to evade detection. Even the tiniest copepods pulse with their own soft glow, a brief flare in the infinite dark. In this world without sunlight, light itself becomes language, camouflage, and weapon. Every flicker and flash is a message, every shadow a mystery. Here, survival depends on patience, ingenuity, and the ability to thrive where few others dare. The Midnight Zone is a reminder that life's wonders are not limited to the vibrant rainforests or sunlit savannas. In the silent depths, beneath crushing pressure and perpetual night, evolution has written its strangest poetry. The secrets of the abyss remain largely unknown, but with every new discovery, the boundaries of possibility are redrawn. Here, in the heart of darkness, life endures, resilient, radiant, and endlessly mysterious. Beneath a relentless sun, where the earth cracks and the air shimmers, stretches a world defined by extremes, the desert. Here rainfall is a rare blessing, shade is fleeting, and temperatures swing from scorching days to frigid nights. Yet against all odds, life flourishes in these barren lands, shaped by ingenious strategies and ancient instincts. As dawn breaks, a sidewinder rattlesnake glides effortlessly across the dunes, its body lifting in an S-shaped dance that leaves only fleeting marks upon the sand. By moving quickly and touching the ground with minimal surface area, it conserves precious moisture and avoids the burning heat. Not far off, a fennec fox emerges from its burrow. Its oversized ears serve as natural radiators, dissipating heat and amplifying the faintest sounds of prey beneath the sand. In the heart of the Sahara, a spiny-tailed lizard basks on sun-baked rock, its scales reflecting sunlight and its body flattening to release excess warmth. When danger approaches, it darts into a crevice, sealing the entrance with its armored tail. Overhead, a pale, chanting goshawk scans the dunes, eyes sharp for the slightest movement, a master of patience, able to wait for hours before striking at a hidden rodent or lizard. As the day grows hotter, life retreats. The sandfish skink, a shimmering reptile, swims beneath the surface, escaping the worst of the heat. Its smooth, scale-covered body glides through grains of sand as if they were water, seeking cooler layers below. In a nearby crevice, a colony of Saharan silver ants waits for the briefest window when the surface is just cool enough to forage. Their reflective bodies shield them from the sun's fury, allowing them to scavenge in temperatures that would fell most other creatures. When night falls, the desert transforms. Jerboas, with their elongated hind legs and tufted tails, bound across the moonlit sands, covering vast distances in search of seeds. Their large eyes and sensitive whiskers guide them through the darkness, while their burrows provide refuge from both predators and the cold. Plants, too, are architects of survival. The saguaro cactus swells with every rare rainfall, storing water in its ribbed trunk for months of drought. Its spines deter thirsty animals, while its shallow roots spread wide to capture every drop. The resurrection plant curls into a ball during dry spells, appearing lifeless, only to unfurl and turn green when touched by moisture. Every inhabitant of the desert, from the tiniest beetle to the elusive sandcat, is a testament to resilience. Through camouflage, nocturnal habits, and extraordinary adaptations, they turn scarcity into opportunity, making a home where most would perish. The desert is not a wasteland, but a living tapestry, woven from the threads of endurance, ingenuity, and the quiet brilliance of survival. In the world's harshest landscapes, life persists, tenacious, resourceful, and endlessly inventive. As dawn ignites the horizon, the sky itself becomes a stage for one of nature's most extraordinary spectacles, bird migration. Above deserts, forests, and oceans, uncountable wings beat in unison, tracing invisible highways that span continents and hemispheres. Each year, more than 4,000 species of birds embark on epic journeys, some traveling tens of thousands of kilometers, driven by ancient instincts and celestial cues. High above the African savannah, a swirling river of European bee-eaters rides the warm thermals, their iridescent feathers flashing like jewels in the sun. They cross the Mediterranean, daring perilous winds and predatory falcons, guided by the sun, stars, and the Earth's magnetic field, a living compass imprinted within their cells. Over the vast Atlantic, tiny blackpole warblers, each weighing less than a handful of coins, launch into a non-stop flight of nearly 3,000 kilometers. For days and nights they battle headwinds and storms, fueled only by reserves of fat, their hearts beating with unwavering determination. Below, the restless ocean heaves, oblivious to the fragile lives suspended in the clouds above. Along the coastlines, flocks of Arctic terns chase perpetual daylight, migrating from the frozen reaches of the North Pole to the icy edges of Antarctica. A round trip of over 70,000 kilometers, the longest migration in the animal kingdom. Their slender wings slice through the air year after year, crossing continents and time zones, uniting the world in a single, seamless journey. In the darkness above the Americas, flocks of sandhill cranes and snow geese soar in V formations, their calls echoing across the night sky. Each bird takes its turn at the front, sharing the burden of the wind, their paths etched in memory and muscle. Below, sprawling wetlands and estuaries await, critical waypoints where exhausted travelers rest and refuel. Even in the harshest environments, migration endures. Bar-headed geese ascend the towering Himalayas, braving sub-zero temperatures and thin air to reach the high-altitude lakes of Central Asia. Their powerful hearts and lungs, honed by evolution, allow them to glide where few creatures dare. For these avian voyagers, migration is a test of endurance, navigation, and timing. It is a story written in feathers and flight, of perilous crossings and safe havens, of generations guided by invisible maps. Though their journeys are hidden from most eyes, each arrival and departure is a quiet miracle, a reminder that the sky is not a barrier, but a boundless pathway connecting every corner of our living planet. Beneath the surface of tropical seas lies a world more vibrant and intricate than any found on land, a living tapestry woven from countless partnerships. Coral reefs, often called the rainforests of the ocean, are masterpieces of collaboration and survival, where life thrives through alliances both delicate and profound. At the heart of every reef, tiny coral polyps build vast limestone structures, their fragile bodies protected by a fortress of stone. Yet their survival depends on an invisible partnership. Nestled within their tissues, microscopic algae called zooxanthellae convert sunlight into energy, sharing the bounty with their coral hosts. In return, the corals offer shelter and vital nutrients, creating a cycle of life that fuels the entire reef. This symbiosis is so powerful that it colors the reef itself, each brilliant hue a testament to cooperation. The reef is alive with other alliances. Cleaner fish, like the vivid blue cleaner wrasse, set up stations where larger fish queue patiently, mouths agape. With meticulous care, the wrasse remove parasites and dead skin, earning a meal and the protection of their clients, predator and prey united in mutual benefit. Crustaceans, too, play their part. Tiny pistol shrimp share burrows with watchful gobies. The nearly blind shrimp excavate and maintain the home, while the goby stands guard, warning of approaching danger with a flick of its tail. Together they survive threats that would overwhelm them alone. Even the towering sea anemones are not solitary. Clownfish, wrapped in vibrant orange and white, dance among their stinging tentacles. Immune to the venom, the clownfish find sanctuary while their movement stirs the water, bringing food and keeping the anemone clean. Every surface, every crevice in the reef is a stage for these interwoven lives. From the microscopic plankton drifting on ocean currents to the hulking parrotfish chomping on coral, each creature is both an individual and a participant in a grand, interconnected drama. But these bonds are fragile. When waters warm or turn acidic, the partnerships unravel. Corals expel their algal allies, bleaching white and risking collapse. The loss echoes through the community, a stark reminder that the harmony of the reef depends on the balance of its partnerships. In the coral reef, survival is not a solitary pursuit, but a shared endeavor. Here, life endures not through dominance, but through cooperation, a living testament to the power of unity beneath the waves. Above the clouds, where the air thins and the world sharpens into jagged peaks and sweeping valleys, life persists against the odds. The mountains, remote, majestic, unforgiving, are home to a cast of creatures as resilient as the stone beneath their feet. Here, survival demands more than strength. It requires ingenuity, endurance, and astonishing adaptations. In the shadow of icy summits, the elusive snow leopard treads silently across sheer cliffs, its thick, smoky fur blending seamlessly with the rocks. Wide, fur-padded paws act as natural snowshoes, distributing its weight to keep it atop powdery drifts, while a long, muscular tail provides perfect balance and a warm scarf against the biting wind. With keen eyesight, it scans for blue sheep and ibex, its agility turning vertical slopes into hunting grounds. Elsewhere, the Himalayan tahr navigates perilous ledges with unerring precision. Its backward curving horns and powerful limbs allow it to scramble up near vertical rock faces, escaping predators and reaching tufts of grass overlooked by less daring grazers. Each step is calculated, each foothold a matter of life or death. Above them, the bearded vulture soars on rising thermals. With wings spanning nearly 3 meters, it rides invisible currents for hours, searching for bones left by other predators. Unlike any other bird, it feeds almost exclusively on bone, dropping them from great heights to shatter them open, then swallowing the fragments whole. Its stomach acid is among the strongest in the animal kingdom, dissolving even the densest marrow. On the wind-scoured slopes, the pika, a tiny relative of the rabbit, scurries between rocks. Unable to hibernate, it spends the short summer feverishly gathering grasses and wildflowers, drying them in the sun to build up hay piles, lifelines for the long, frozen months to come. Its round body and small ears minimize heat loss, every adaptation honed for survival, where winter can last half the year. Even the plants here are masters of endurance. Cushion plants form low, dense mats that hug the earth, conserving warmth and defying the savage winds. Alpine flowers bloom in a riot of color during brief thaws, attracting pollinators in a race against time. In the mountains, every breath is hard-won, every meal a triumph. Here, life is pared down to its essentials: resourcefulness, resilience, and the relentless drive to endure. The animals of the high places are living proof that even in the world's most inhospitable corners, Nature finds a way not just to survive, but to thrive. Beneath our feet, and hidden within every living thing, an unseen world pulses with activity. This is the realm of fungi and microorganisms, the silent architects and unseen engines of every ecosystem on Earth. Though invisible to the naked eye, these tiny life forms shape the very fabric of existence. In the soil, vast networks of fungal threads, called mycelium, weave through the darkness like a living internet. These filaments connect the roots of trees and plants in a subterranean web, shuttling nutrients, water, and even chemical messages. Through this intricate network, sometimes called the Wood Wide Web, ancient forests communicate and share resources, ensuring the health of the whole community. Meanwhile, bacteria and other microbes toil tirelessly, breaking down leaf litter, fallen logs, and animal remains. Their work recycles nutrients, transforming death into new life. Without these microscopic decomposers, forests would choke on their own debris, and fertile soil would vanish. Some fungi form partnerships with plants, wrapping around their roots in a mutual embrace. In exchange for sugars from the plant, the fungi deliver vital minerals and water from the soil. This symbiosis is so essential that most of the world's plants could not survive without their fungal allies. High in the canopy and deep in the undergrowth, strange fruiting bodies emerge: mushrooms, puffballs, and bracket fungi. These are the fleeting signs of a hidden kingdom working quietly below, orchestrating the cycles of growth, decay, and renewal. Even animals depend on microorganisms. In the guts of termites, cows, and even humans, specialized bacteria break down tough plant material, unlocking energy that would otherwise remain trapped. Coral reefs, lush rainforests, and mountain meadows all owe their vibrancy to the ceaseless labor of microscopic life. Though overlooked, fungi and microbes are the unsung heroes of every landscape. They bind together the living and the dead, the visible and the invisible, weaving an endless web of connections that sustains the planet. Without them, life as we know it would unravel. In every forest, field, and mountain, the smallest creatures hold the greatest power. A reminder that even in the shadows, life's most profound miracles are quietly at work. As daylight fades and the forest slips into darkness, a hidden world awakens. Night in the woods is not a silence, but a symphony, an unfolding tapestry of life that thrives when the sun has set. Beneath the gentle glow of the moon, shadows stretch long across the mossy ground, and the air pulses with anticipation. In this twilight realm, the rules of the day no longer apply. Eyes that see in total darkness blink open. Owls, with their silent wings and haunting calls, drift between the branches, hunting with precision, guided by sound and the faintest movement. On the forest floor, the soft rustle of leaves signals the passage of small mammals, shrews and mice, venturing out under the cloak of night to forage, while avoiding the keen senses of prowling foxes and wildcats. Above, bats emerge from hidden crevices, their wings slicing the night as they trace intricate paths through the understory. With sonar as their guide, they feast on clouds of moths and beetles drawn to the faintest glimmer of moonlight. In the undergrowth, bioluminescent fungi cast an eerie, emerald glow, illuminating the damp earth and fallen logs with a ghostly light, a silent beacon for insects and tiny scavengers. Tree frogs and crickets fill the darkness with song, their voices weaving a chorus that ebbs and flows with the cool night air. Fireflies blink in quiet conversation, painting brief constellations among the leaves. Larger creatures move with careful purpose. Deer slip like shadows through the thicket, while badgers and raccoons excavate the soft earth in search of roots and grubs. Predators and prey, scavengers and pollinators, all abound in a delicate nocturnal dance, each step vital to the forest's balance. Even the trees respond, their leaves shifting in the night breeze, their roots deepening connections below. In the absence of sunlight, the forest is alive with senses beyond sight. smell, touch, vibration, a world rich with secrets and silent dramas. Here, in the darkness, life is not diminished, it is transformed. Hidden from human eyes, the nocturnal forest is a realm of resilience and adaptation, where every shadow hides a story and every sound is a sign of life. As dawn approaches and the first light spills over the horizon, the creatures of the night retreat, leaving behind only subtle traces, a reminder that the forest never truly sleeps. Across the wild landscapes of our planet, time is marked, not only by the rising and setting of the sun, but by the sweeping passage of seasons. Each shift in temperature, each change in light, brings about a transformation that shapes the lives of every creature, great and small. As winter's chill settles over the land, forests and fields are draped in silence. Trees shed their leaves, conserving precious energy, while animals adapt in remarkable ways. The red fox grows a thick, warm coat, its fur a shield against biting winds. Beneath the snow, voles and mice carve secret tunnels, foraging for seeds left from autumn's bounty. Some, like the bear, retreat into a deep slumber, their hearts slowing to a gentle rhythm as they wait for spring's return. But with the first thaw, the world awakens, buds burst open, scattering colour and pollen on the warming breeze. Migratory birds return from distant lands, filling the air with song and the promise of new beginnings. In mountain streams, salmon leap against the current, driven by an ancient instinct to spawn. The forest floor teems with life. Frog spawn glistens in hidden pools, and insects emerge in dazzling swarms, vital fuel for hungry hatchlings. Summer brings abundance. The days stretch long and food is plentiful. Herds of herbivores graze beneath the golden sun, while predators raise their young, teaching them the skills of survival. In the heat, some creatures seek shade or burrow deep underground, escaping the midday blaze. As autumn approaches, the world transforms once again. Leaves ignite in fiery hues of red and gold, a fleeting spectacle before the cold. Animals prepare for the lean months ahead. Squirrels cache acorns, and monarch butterflies embark on epic migrations spanning thousands of miles. The air is filled with urgency, a race against time as daylight fades. Season by season, nature's clock turns. From the smallest insect to the tallest tree, every living thing is bound to this eternal rhythm, a cycle of challenge, adaptation, and renewal. In the face of change, wildlife endures, each generation weaving its own story into the tapestry of life. The seasons remind us that survival is never static. It is a dance, timed to the heartbeat of the earth and shared by all who call the wild home.